What's going on, everyone? King Majin here, bringing you another Xenoverse 2 video, and today I have something very special for all of you expert players, for people that want a more agile build. This is one of the best builds that I found so far. It's somewhat incomplete, but so far this build has worked very well. This is a build I'd recommend only for experienced players who are fast with combos, preferably some people that have mastered Great Saiyaman, because his combos are really fast. So this build is a combination of speed, extremely high offense, as well as some pretty good endurance as well. So this is definitely built for people who are fast, people who are good at dodging, perfect blocking. You can use this with any female character as well as Freezer race, but this build works best for female Majins. That is the true most agile build in Xenoverse. So here are the stats right here. I have a extremely maxed out basic attacks and strike supers, and the reason I have strike here is because they're just faster. Strike moves are a lot faster than Ki Blast, and basic attack is the most important thing you will need. You will need maxed out basic attack. So make sure you also put it on. You can put it on Ki Blast if you want, but I'd recommend strike because it's just faster than Ki Blast, and strike supers work better in combos. So we have these two stats here for offense, because a lot of people will put all of their points into health. Because small characters don't have health, you pretty much sacrifice health for speed, and everybody tries to make up for that by putting all their points in health, and that's not what this is. That's why I said I'd recommend this only for experts, because it's you have to protect your health, kind of. That's the only downside with this. So I would actually use a QQ Bang like this. You can see right here, it's +3 health, ki, and stamina. The attacks, you can already see there, and this one also has the Z-Soul. I still call it Z-Soul. Super Soul. I've been saving this Kaioken. A really great Z-Soul, so I got Kaioken. Oh yeah, make sure when you use Kaioken, never go over a triple. That is a problem a lot of people have. As soon as you go over triple, you're dead. I wouldn't even go over a single Kaioken. Kaioken will give you a huge speed boost. So we got a small character that gives a speed boost, and we got Kaioken that gives you another speed boost. I would not, and the reason why we're using Kaioken instead of like Unlock Potential is because I think Kaioken gives you a better speed boost, and because you have fast ki recovery when you combine the Z-Soul. For super attacks, I have Evil Rise. It's been a while since anyone's used that, so I thought I could bring that back. Gigantic Omega and Pearl Flash work really well with fast characters. You don't have to use God of Destruction Roar if you weren't using attack you're familiar with. Maybe the one in the new DLC attacks. And I also have Dragon Fist and Justice combination. You'll notice right here for my ki, I have 0 ki. You don't really need any ki, because we got this QQ Bang right here. You see it gives me 5 ki. If you use a QQ Bang, it gives you 5 bars of ki, like this one you see here, then you'll have about 6 bars of ki when you do a match. I would also use one of these two here. This is the one I use. It gives me ki, stamina, and basic attack. And the reason I use it for this one, this is kind of my SpeedKillz build 2.0, the first one being the one I already told you with the Kaioken. This one I have right here with the purple shirt has extremely high basic attack. I go all in for basic attack with this one. You can see right here some of the other QQ Bangs I made. I think to make this one we use Bardock's clothes. To make this one, I believe it's Goku Black's clothes. Yeah, Bardock's clothes and Goku, 2 pieces of Goku Black's clothes, not together, apart, to make these two. And you see right here I have the Super Soul Now give your father a message from me. This just increases extra large damage to basic attacks after a little while. So that's the SpeedKillz build 2.0, and this one right here that I was showing you earlier is the SpeedKillz build 1.0. So again, what you need is a small character, preferably Frieza race. Or female Majin would be the best choice. If you have a female Majin, definitely take advantage of this, because they have that extra long reach. They're already fast characters, and this would just be a great build for female Majins. The second best race being Frieza race, the third best being female characters, fourth best being male humans and Saiyans. I would not recommend you use this for Namex whatsoever. So you can take a good look at everything I have here. Justice combination. The only reason we can use Dragon Fist is because we have the QQ Bang that increases ki. If we didn't have that and we had one that's -5 everything, you would only have 3 bars of ki. No matter how you make your character, you'll always have 3 bars of ki, or at least you should. And this one right here is the SpeedKillz build 2.0. You can see I have Fighting Sun. This is the only, if you're going to use any power-up skill, either use Do or Die or Fighting Sun. Fighting Sun because it's free, so that's why I like using this. This will increase all your abilities, so your basic attacks, your speed, your defense, your stamina and ki recovery, it'll increase all of that for a couple seconds. I like this because it gives me a huge speed boost. So I got a small character for a speed boost, I have Fighting Sun for a speed boost, and the SpeedKillz build 2.0 actually has Potential Unleashed. That's what I like about this one. This one uses Potential Unleashed, and I believe Potential Unleashed gives you more of a defensive boost. So that's really good for this character. That's why the SpeedKillz build 2.0 is probably a little bit more preferable, at least for me, because this one has more defense than using Kaioken. Kaioken is like speed, Potential Unleashes a little bit of everything, but a lot of defense. Not a lot more. I think he's more defensive than in this one here. Yeah, that one has more health, but this one has some better skills. And you can use Match Dash and Final Pose. You can see I have them right here. But if I was to activate one of these two evasives here and then use Fighting Sun, you wouldn't get any extra boost. Each one gives you basically the same boost, so you can't use the same boost more than once. And you can figure that out once you try this out in the training room. And that's another thing I should point out. Using this build is really good. You'll be able to dodge stamina breaks. You'll be able to use attacks at enemies like Gigantic Omega and actually catch up to them before they recover, before they do the backflips and they're back on their feet. Shoot a Gigantic Omega at them. You can fly at them and get them into an infinite combo. That's how fast this build here is. Like, you can dodge some stamina breaks without them doing it. Not all of them, but many stamina breaks that, when you're fighting like the tall characters, you can get out of those. I have a couple different versions here, as you can see. Just play around with this. All you need is a small character. Make sure he's max buffness, because that'll increase your strike attacks and basic attacks. And you want the Super Soul. I've been saving this Kaioken. And you'll want a QQ Bang that increases stamina and either health or ki. You'll at least want a Z-Soul that increases one of those. You always increase stamina. Never use a Z-Soul that's -5 in stamina ever, because you'll lose your match every time if you do that. So never do that. This was the very first model right here, the one with Pycon's clothes. So you get 2 pieces of Bardock's clothes, mix them together. If you want this QQ Bang, it'll increase your ki, I think it gives you like 3 or 4 bars of ki. This gives you, I think, 2 bars of stamina, and it'll increase basic attack by a lot. So a very good QQ bang. 2 pieces of Bardock's flows. It's either 2 pieces of Bardock's or 2 pieces of Goku Blacks. I don't know for sure. I think, what was this one? This one's just a joke build. I've never used it. I've never used this one either, because my friend recommended the Super Soul right here. But I don't think I'll be using that anytime soon. But this one right here, I really like. This one that you can see right here. Now, give your father a message for me. This is kind of a different build altogether, really, because this one uses a Z-Soul. It's similar to Beerus' Z-Soul that increases ki after 30 seconds. This one just increases normal attacks. I believe you can also use Champa's. And the reason I have this Super Soul for this character, or this QQ Bang, is because it increases basic attack. So the increase from basic attack and from this QQ Bang, so the combination of the QQ Bang and Super Soul increases my basic attack as high as it can get for Frieza Race, basically. I have a buff character, a good QQ Bang, and a good Super Soul all increase basic attack. And so my basic attacks will do max damage. Oh, and let me know here for the shirt. I've been wondering if I should use the symbol of the turtle, symbol of the crane, symbol of demon. This is what I've been using. I like how it has that compass kind of look to it, and how it has that outside line to it. You can also use, there's also Ginyu Force and Red Ribbon Arming here. Let me know which one you think looks the coolest, and I'll have that equipped on my character. I guess if you ever fight my character as a calm character or an AI, then they'll have whatever symbol you guys picked. So just let me know in the comment section now what symbol looks the coolest to you. I kind of like Demon and Turtle, but just let me know what you guys think of that. And Justice combination is always a good attack. And you might be wondering why I have Goku Black's counter attack. I just like this one because if I miss with any of these others, then it just, I can teleport behind the enemy. But you can use whatever you want. You don't need instant death beam. There are many other attacks. Just kind of play around with the attacks. I don't have all of the strike attacks. I think I have every key blast in the game, but I do not have all of the strikes. I think the new one from the DLC, Goku Black's like chop straight down attack, I forget what it's called, but you know what I'm talking about, would work really well with this build. Find out what strike attacks, what skills work good together, put them together in one build for yourself, and that's what you go with. The only problem I've seen so far with this build is that it can be hard to do Frieza Race stamina breaks. It might not be so hard with like female Majins or some of the other characters, but if you're using a small Frieza Race, it can be extremely difficult to do your race's stamina breaks. However, it's easy to get your opponent's stamina down because you're so fast. You're just dodging all of your opponent's attacks, and you can just jump right on your opponent and make him lose all of his stamina quickly. So you can keep putting your opponent in an infinite combo without breaking his stamina. But I should just warn you that it can be extremely difficult to break your opponent's stamina. Other than that, that is the only problem I've really seen with this build. There is one more. This character only has about 2 bars of health, maybe just slightly less than 2 bars of health. So you need to protect your health, and you need, and doing your race, Frieza Race stamina breaks can be difficult. But in exchange for said difficulties, you can get out of being stamina broken by taller characters. You can get your opponents into combos and infinite combos easier. You can do more damage in shorter amount of times. And it's just easier to make your opponent, to force your opponent to use up all of his or her stamina. So if you're going to use this build, stick to infinite combos more and find skills that work extremely well together. That is what I would say to do. Find combinations of skills that fit well together and just keep breaking them. And like if you use God of Destruction War with this character, you'll make your opponent lose like 4 bars of stamina, 4 or 5 bars. Ridiculous. But just remember what I said, if you're going to use the Kaioken version, don't go over a triple Kaioken. Preferably stay at a single so you can recover your stamina. I believe if you use Kaioken, you recover stamina like normal. If you use Kaioken times 3, everything's kind of just on hold. Everything stays still, but if you start fighting an opponent, you'll regain your stamina back. And if you're using Kaioken times 20, it'll decrease no matter what. Your stamina will go down the toilet. So only use 20 if you're about to maybe finish your opponent with one last attack. That is the only time I'd recommend using it. Otherwise, please, please, please experiment with this build. Have fun with it. This is a really good build. This one has a lot of potential. I have not mastered it yet. However, I just wanted to give this build to you guys because I am going to be leaving soon to go to Coast Guard. In fact, I'm leaving in 2 days from now. So I hope you guys wish me the best. I'm really going to miss you guys. And to my subscribers, I just wanted to say thank you for all the love and support that you've given me and my channel over time, for all the comments you've made, whether good or bad. I just want to thank you all for being part of my channel. Now, I was going to give some big speech, but instead, here's the greatest villain ever finger banging a guy to death.
少年は海賊たちのところへ潜入すると、人質である王国の兵士500人を。なんじゃこりゃ。こいつらは罪を犯した。よって正義の名のもとに処分した。罪やと。王国の兵士として。てめえ、それでも世界政府の役人か。正義が悪に屈することなどない。野郎ども、やっちまえ。 なんであれで生きてやがる。志願。